Hello everybody. I'd like to introduce you to a website that I created. I call it the Practice Room, and it is designed as an online resource guide to help young musicians have a guide to help them practice effectively when they are at home. I built this website because in my experience teaching everywhere from fifth grade through seniors in high school, that the one singular biggest issue that is common across all grade levels and common across kids who want to learn how to play an instrument is that practicing is their Achilles heel. And practicing can either be the thing that lets a kid just take off and fly and succeed, or it can be the thing that can make a kid self-destruct and eventually quit. And that is, it's been one of my goals to try to eliminate that. So I built this website, like I said, to be a resource guide to help kids practice on their own. And I am making this video, and I'm posting it to the website to give a brief demonstration about how the site works. I'm going to stay away from content. You can read through the site yourself. But I'd like to make it so that it's very, very simple to navigate, and I want to show you how to get around. So what we have here on the screen in front of you is the home page. That's what this will always take you. If you click on that, it will always take you back to this page. This site is designed to be used from left to right and from top to bottom, meaning that you start here at home, and the first thing I want you to do is move to the right one. So let's go to the How to Use This Page link. And as you see here, I have a list of what every single link above does for you. So you can go ahead and read through each one. We're going to go ahead, I'll do the first one for you. The How to Practice link, it says on the page right here, gives you step-by-step instruction and advice to help you practice effectively. So let's go to there. So here is the How to Practice. Now, if you notice, there's a drop-down menu that appears. In addition to this drop-down menu that appears for several of these buttons, the button itself is clickable. So I'm going to click on the button, and it gives me a description of what the How to Practice set of pages does for me. So on this one, basically it is a step-by-step guide on how to practice effectively at home. How to do a practice kit, how to do things like practice charts, how to find out what to practice. So let's go ahead and scroll through the menu, and let's click at the first one, What Needs Learned. And the What Needs Learned page tells students what to look for on a new piece of music. And what I've done is every time I give a music example, I provide a scanned-in copy of a piece of music that is clickable, where it can be blown up, and you can even magnify it into a massive copy. So you can clearly see what it is I'm talking about. So let me go back here. And I scroll down through the instructions. You can see all the examples, every single one of them clickable, and I have highlighted what I am talking about. So you can clearly see what it is to look for and what it is I'm talking about. So let's go ahead and go back here. The next step would be to go to the second link in this menu, or how to find time available for practice. And once again, I have included lots of illustrations that are all clickable. You can blow them up and see exactly what I'm talking about. You can go and scroll through each subsequent menu item, and I'll go through a step-by-step guide. After I finish with the How to Practice set of links, I can go over to choosing materials. Once again, it's clickable. Goes through a description about how choosing practice materials are important, what to look for, and goes through a step-by-step guide on how to choose technique, rhythm, tempo, and breath control exercises. Every single one of them is an important skill that finding exercises, finding materials to help you practice those things will help make you a better player. On the next link over, I've included lots of cool stuff. The first thing here at the top is a pop-up menu with an online metronome, where it starts in a window separate from the page so that students can use this metronome as a practice tool while they are looking at other parts of the website. So it won't interfere. It won't take you away from the page because you can move the pop-up window around and do whatever you want with it. The next thing I want to show you are all these links that I have separated by instrument type, and they all link to external sites. None of this is on here. It's quasi on purpose. So, like for example, if I want to go to and find out what a fingering chart is for flutes, it takes you to an online fingering chart. So, since this is an external site, I will have to use the back button up here to get back to the website. Lots of stuff. All woodwinds, brass, percussion, and there's a real neat video series published by the percussion company Vic Firth that any percussionist should check out. Now, this link here with band members only, it is meant to be a password protected site. So if I were in the real world implementation of this site, I would have where a dialog would pop up, username, password, only band kids that are enrolled in the class will be able to use. And the reason is I have links to where I can post rehearsal recordings, and that's something I'm trying to do in my class where I record the kids, post a link, and let the kids listen to how the rehearsal went. So that's going to be really important as they work on things at home. I can also post example recordings, recordings done by professional groups of the music that we are trying to learn. Now the next two things are really cool. I have a system of blogs set up to where students can create their own practice blog and have an online way to express themselves. It's like an online diary of practicing how it's going, how it's not going. Other kids can follow the blogs. I created a pop-up how-to guide on how to set this up so that you're not watching videos. I made a Prezi, and as a presentation pops up in the window here, and just click here, and as soon as it loads, you can click and follow the Prezi, and then scroll down here at the bottom, go step 1, step 2, step 3, all the way through, and figure out how to set up the blogs that I have created for my band kids. So let's close this out. Whenever a kid goes to the video, they can just click right here, and it will take them to the blog that I have set up for my group, the Collinsville Middle School Band, and they can just log in, select their name, password, and off we go. And they can go ahead and start blogging. Bobby S. has his own blog, and he can go ahead and start right into it. The next part that's kind of neat is there's a student forum that I have set up where kids can click down here and ask any kind of questions. So, for example, a flute has a question. They can go ahead and, without having to create anything, they can just post a new message. They don't need an account. The message would be something like, "Help, I can't do X." And they can post it, and people can reply. People can help them out. I can help them out. I have it set up to where I would get an email every time a kid clicks on a link here on this Quick Topic website. Let's go back here to the Practice Room website. The next couple links here, I have for classroom materials. I'm writing the site to eventually actually be used as part of my classroom. So I made a link where I can post copies of things like my band handbook, classroom handouts I can scan in and post. I want this to be a usable, real-world site that I can use, not just an exercise for this class. So Dr. Neal, I want to make sure I can actually use this in some shape or another. So I included a link here. The last thing is a feedback contribute, and I created a usability survey with questions based off of the Kirkpatrick model so that anyone who uses it, there's about 80 questions, give or take, depending on your answers, whether or not you answer, whether or not it takes you through all 80, about each single page of the site. Was it useful? Was it not useful? If it wasn't useful, please give a description to try and evaluate kind of an iterative way to get the website improved. And oops, I didn't mean to do that. I went ahead and closed it out. Oops. And last but not least, there is an email to email me for anyone who has any questions. So that's in a nutshell, that's how the practice room works. I hope it is useful. Bye-bye.